I'm Ty. We got a lot going on. We got the whole crew back together. Let's see what's going on in Al Heroes world.
Ain't shit. Same old Sam. Just glad to be back on this week. I know me and Matt were out last week with stupid family things we had to do. His wife's birthday, and then I had my daughter's Christmas thing, whatever. But no, happy to be back on. Good to be back with the boys. So I'll kick it over to Matt.
Well, Becky would disagree. Her birthday's not stupid. I hope the dance was worth it. Did you get up on stage too? I know you did. They were looking for extras. They had you come on, hang out.
I was an elf.
There you go. I like it. Well, it is good to be back. By the way, go Navy, beat Army, just so you guys know. And yeah, it's good to be back. But I can't wait till after I throw it to Scott. I got a question for him. I was asking Ty about it earlier. So without further ado, going to Blake.
Got a question for me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll do what we do. This is DJ Royalty. This is the Triple Threat Bet Podcast. We're in the place to be. The whole crew is here, so we're going to do what we do. You know what it is? So, first off, I want to say welcome in to everybody. If it's your first time, welcome. If you are a returning guest, a returning friend, welcome back, my friends. But we're going to do what we do. This is another Tuesday. It is 7 o'clock, and we ready to rock. Bring the fellas back in. Let's do what we do, guys. What's up, man? What you got for me? You say you have a question for me.
Here's my question.
What we got?
Have you changed your stance on Michael Jordan and LeBron James?
Have I changed my stance?
Yeah.
No, I have a better understanding on why, but I've never changed my stance. As a matter of fact, I was at Brooklyn's volleyball game, and I met a gentleman there, and we had a conversation about that. My man Brandon, we had a good conversation about Michael Jordan and LeBron James. It came up out of nowhere. I think we pissed some people off. They're like, we're here to see our kids play volleyball, not listen to about Michael Jordan and LeBron, whatever, man. Sit down and watch the ball go over there before you get hurt. But anyway, we're good. But no, I haven't changed my stance, Matt. I have a different understanding on why, but I have not changed my stance. But why do you ask?
Because I'm throwing a penalty flag this week.
Okay, go ahead.
On last week's hot seat.
Okay.
Because I feel like the witness was led into saying that Michael Jackson is better because it was a concert to end the world, only because that dude used the acronym, we're going to save the world, one player to play on the court, and you used the same argument so that he would say Michael Jackson, and he even said, well, I guess when you put it that way, I guess I got to pick Michael Jackson. Yeah. So I was like, man, he changed his thought process. He's on double MJ now.
I mean, Scott changed my thought process. I'm rocking with Michael Jackson after hearing Scott's theory on why, and I went back and looked at like songs I listened to in my playlist. I'm like, I've got a couple Prince songs on there, but I got a whole lot more.
I'm with it.
Michael on there, from Little Michael up to
right.
But that's my thing, like leading the witness. Right. That's all I'm saying. There's an asterisk on that Michael Jackson win last week.
All right. So look, I will say, I feel as though I led the witness in a sense. But did you see how he was leading me though? That's the thing. He was leading me. He led me as well. So
you can't use that on him. It was supposed to be his answer. You're like, I'm about to use your shit on you, and you're going to pick this Michael Jackson. I'm not going to say, God damn it, again in this hot seat.
That's why Scott was a damn good recruiter.
Yeah. We all led the witness.
He used that valor on him, bro. Would it be important to you? Like, he got him.
I got some funny videos, though, man. So I've been doing some digging. I got some funny videos, but that people don't want to see of Michael Jordan. But, they got some on LeBron James, too. And like my man Brandon said, it can go either way, but just for the fact that they're in the same conversation means both of them are great. So
yeah, absolutely.
I do want to say hi to Mom. Mom is in the building.
Hello, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
I bet you if I had a conversation with Mom long enough, I can change her perception of what she feels about Prince and Michael Jackson, because that instrument thing, I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying
but she's gonna do that because she loves you, and she's gonna be like, okay.
No, he's gonna get put on punishment.
Whatever you say, baby.
And you're like,
he believes in me.
It goes. What Mama
you're gonna walk out of the room, and she's gonna be like, y'all know I was lying, right?
She's gonna grab the wooden spoon, and Scott's gonna change his tune and be like, Michael Prince is the
see, no way. Can't change it.
Look, this is a crazy thing. Me and my mom for years and years, we argued about the color of this apartment complex that we lived in when I was a kid. And I don't remember who said what, because now I'm too old to remember. But one of us thought it was green and one of us thought it was yellow. And I was willing to fall on my sword with the belief of the color I thought it was based off of what she thought it was. But then as I got older, I realized like if anybody would have known whose color it would have been her because she was the one who paid attention. But for whatever reason, I was dead set on what it was. But a little girl pushed me down the steps and bust my head open. So maybe it was that. Maybe
but because she paid the rent there, she could have said that's blue. And she
says it was green, and I knew it was yellow, man. That's the thing.
She paid the bills. She could say whatever color she wants. She could be like, this is blue, red, blue and red. It's purple. And you could have been like, but I know it's yellow. It wouldn't even matter. You know, that's
the thing. So tell me this then, Al, if something is fluorescent green or fluorescent yellow, which one more is it? Is it more fluorescent green or is it more fluorescent yellow?
It's called safety green, but it's yellow.
I've always thought that it was yellow, like a highlighter yellow. That's
what I was thinking.
I'm a highlighter yellow guy. Like I know they're like, oh, it's considered fluorescent green. That's just yellow. That's just bright yellow,
right? It's yellow. That's what I think. I mean,
wait a minute, your apartment was fluorescent yellow?
Hell yeah, dude! You gotta be able to see that thing from down the block, dude.
It was old school. You gotta think. I'm 50 years old, bro. So we're talking like 40 years ago. That's lead paint at its finest, bro. We buying.
Hey, it's like Sean's basement.
Yeah, maybe so.
Speaking of which, I think we should go ahead. Like Al, I think you need to, or Ty, somebody needs to introduce this guy and bring him on because we still need to have the conversation. I said it on the opener, man. Go Navy, beat Army. Like,
yeah.
But you couldn't have that good a season. So let's introduce this guy, bring him on. Let's see what he thinks about the game, and then go from there.
You'll go to me. So for the second time around, we got my boy Sean Sant coming on. Sean is a retired Navy senior chief, dog handler, all-around badass warrior, has done it all. He's done it all. Back in the day, if he can go in his nose, it was going. No, I'm just kidding. But he's done a little bit of everything, man. He's one of my mentors, one of my best friends in the world, man. I'm excited to have him on for a second go around to hear what exciting news and things that he's doing now for the veteran community, and all things he's starting to accomplish and help with what this podcast represents. He definitely embodies what we represent. And without further ado, let's bring him on.
And there he is.
Yeah. Well,
we don't want to look at Al again. Damn.
Yeah. There he is.
Dear God, put a smaller screen on my face.
No, bro, we got to see.
That is what it is. Yeah, I know. There you go.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can see the bottom. It's an undisclosed location. Everybody's trying to get clues right now to find out where in the world Sean is. We're doing a new game.
Yep.
It's like somewhere in a mountain, somewhere.
Somewhere in the damn Middle East. That would look like that dirt floors.
You got the puffy jacket on. So he's in New York.
Seriously. Like I got the piping to run fresh water to the people who stay down here forever.
What did you say, Scott? He got the triple fat goose on?
Yeah, he's in New York, man. He's got the puffy jacket on.
Okay.
Not puffy, no diddy puffy. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know. It's okay. I'm an East Coast kid till I die, so that's where it goes.
Doesn't
matter where I live. That's where I stay.
If you got Timberland boots on, I know exactly where you are. Yeah.
No, not Tim's right now. That's the one thing I don't have on right now. I have Red Wings on only because
I about to say I bet he's got cowboy boots on of some sort or some kind of construction boot.
So if he's got on a puffy jacket and Red Wings, that means he's in Philly.
No way, bro.
Or Connecticut.
That would be pretty proud. Don't go there with Connecticut.
It's gotta be Connecticut.
Like, yo, we are the bastard children of the East Coast. Nobody in New England likes us, but you fuck around getting smacked out. And I'm not gonna do it. My son will do it for me, bro. I throw the redhead from the top rope on you, bro. That's
I mean, we are the same size. Me and him are the same
exactly.
Size.
I know. Well, you're eye to eye with my 9-year-old. Get out of here.
Well, welcome back. We're glad to have you on. So now that you're here, and now that we've got Ty even more surrounded, let's talk about this Army-Navy game. I remember the hype, the records. Everybody was like, "It's over. The Navy's going to sink," and then the game was played. So,
what
Matt, do you think about that?
Before we even go there, we have to go to the point that one of us Navy men in this building, one of us. You know what I mean? There's 3 of us, but one of us Navy men in here flip sides, bro. And I never seen that happen. Like, I don't know of that to happen.
I did. I did pick Army to win. Does not mean I was pulling for Army. It means I picked him to win. I'm trying to dig myself out of this loser hole that I'm in.
Bro, that one game wasn't going to matter. 100%.
It matters to me. It matters to me.
You hear that, Sean? That dude was like, "What
I
anchor?
don't
Go Army." I was like,
I don't
"No,
even know,
sir."
man, because like he held my daughter the day, like 2 days after she was born. Like nobody else had been there to see my newborn child. He came down from Wyoming, was in the hospital, bringing my wife home, and you turned to some commie bullshit like that, bro. I don't even know. I don't even know.
I'm sorry.
That's broken hearts, and like I'm telling my kids to forget you, bro. That's what it is.
Let me start my 3-part apology right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
put them on the big screen because I need.
Hey, you can't chat GPT that though. You got to do it for real.
I just want to apologize to all my Navy brothers and sisters out there. I made a bad decision. It's not the first one I've made in my life. Not going to be the last for sure. I picked the wrong way. I went the wrong way. I went with my mind and not my heart, and it failed me once again.
How many times did you say that down range? I went the wrong way.
A lot.
You know what I mean?
Quite a few times. Quite a few times. I fucked up.
Oh, great. No, but it was a good game. Like either way, I liked that the game was good. And I will tell you, there's one place that the Army did win this weekend, and it was those damn uniforms, dude. Those
them things are tough.
Were
those airborne.
dope. Looked like it had snow on the shoulder pads and on the head, like just falling on them. Dude, it was good. I like it.
The Army one was better.
I thought the Army uniforms were sick, dude. They had to win somewhere. It wasn't on the field, but it was in the fashion.
You know what I'm appreciative of? No lie, is the fact that there was none of that. It was all class. The game was all class. After the game, there was nobody planting flags in the middle of the field. One a bunch of idiots acting stupid. It was straight class from men and women in uniform, and I definitely appreciated that game more than some of the games I've watched this year for sure.
And your choice was straight ass. That's what
it was.
It was. The game had something to it, bro.
It was. It was.
Good times. Next year, we'll be there. How about that?
Yeah. You'll see.
So, Sean, give us an update. Tell us a little about what's been going on with you since the last time we talked. I know we talked a lot about journeys and searching and getting better and finding, ways to get in a better space. Kind of give us an update on where you're at now, and then we'll kind of get into all of the other stuff that you've been doing since then.
No, for sure. So yeah, it really was. It really has been a really cool journey since the last time we talked. Really, because so many other opportunities have arisen over the time. I can't take all the credit for this because there's so many great people who have been conduits to getting me in front of certain people with different organizations. And without these people, again, and I know everybody can really speak to that when we speak about mentors and just blessings and gifts that get put in front of us. And right off the bat, I'm gonna, shamelessly tag a couple people and one of my closest best friends out here. And really, I wouldn't be able to even start the journey working with the residents of correctional facilities out here, because I'm sick and tired of people calling them prisoners and everything else. And I'll explain why. But my buddy Dan Hugel, right off the bat, Dan is, I found Dan through the Phoenix. We just happened to be up at the top of the incline. It was just kind of something that, God threw in front of me. And Dan really, had spent some time in prison himself and worked super heavily to change his life. He was just he's that conduit that was able to put me in front of some other amazing people. My good friend Manny, I can't say enough about Manny. Manny is the whole reason why I get to be involved in the Veterans Justice League. Was really hoping to get Manny on, before the turn of the year, just because so many great things he's doing. But even bigger things that he's doing is he's speaking with legislators here in Colorado right now. His program is DOC approved. Dan's program is DOC approved, and kind of get the grab. They don't have the opportunity to reach the populations as a whole within the systems without the DOC's approval. And you have to understand that takes a tremendous amount to do. But Manny right now, without Manny and his belief in protecting and saving our veterans, is not just led me to help out veterans within the system. It's actually helped me to, really find different ways to bring that population of men and women who, they just had mistakes in their lives. There's really good people in there. My wife had a pretty good laugh out of the fact there was a picture of me at Sterling State Penitentiary while we were doing the group speak with the veterans there. And she asked me, she's like, dude, why do you look so comfortable in prison? And I just kind of had to laugh. Well, it wasn't that I was just so comfortable with prison, but I was so comfortable with the people that were there because they were brass tacks. They were exactly who they were. There was nothing left for them to hide or lie about. And they were in a group of other people who wanted to better themselves. And that, for me, right off the bat, just sent my motivation through the roof. So being able to be a part just of those instant conversations with everybody in there and see drive and hope is absolutely incredible. You know, there's people in there doing some seriously long time, and they have put aside what they have to deal with, what's directly in front of them. And they have, reached deep down inside their souls to find a better purpose in life. So that day walking out of Sterling, I really asked myself, I'm like, so what do you got to complain about, bro? You just had some of the most amazing conversation with, human beings you could ever think of, who were as honest as they could be. And all they want to do is, find a way to re-coexist out in our world. And it's amazing when you sit down and talk to people who have been incarcerated or are incarcerated right now. And you just sit back as vets and you're like, wow, you'd be amazed at how much difference there really isn't. So many people like, well, they did that. Well, guess what? We all raised our hands. They just raised their hands a little different way when they caught their reenlistments. You know what I mean? Our reenlistments were very much the same exact way because we all headed into an institution. We all became masters of adaptation. And those of us who really took pride in doing the best and being the best that we could through every situation. We talked about mental health before. Look at PTSD, depression, anxiety. You can walk multiple different ways, and deal with multiple things different ways, or you can step up, stand on a platform and get at it. And these guys that I've been dealing with they're doing that. They're putting it all out there for everybody to see. And they're just asking for an opportunity to continue to serve their communities and get back to the lives that started them where they were in their lives of service. So it's really amazing with those guys. Yeah.
So we're talking about the program you're talking about. What is the name of the program?
So the name of the program is called the Veterans Justice League. It's founded by Manny Menendez, who, like I was talking about, my buddy, he's the one. He was actually previously incarcerated at Sterling, and then worked his way through getting his release. And since he's been released, all he's done is kept his promise. He told everybody he wasn't leaving them behind, and he has fought tooth and nail to bring to light all the great things that some of these guys in there can really do, and their benefits of getting them their chances back out into society.
Right. So what was the way that you got introduced to the program? Like, was it just by chance? Was it just knowing somebody? How did you stumble across, or did you know Manny from other like times in service? Like, how did you get involved or have the opportunity?
No, it was literally like 3 layers of effect, because I met this person, I ran into this person, I ran into this person, and then all of a sudden here I am. And with Manny and I, when we met, it was an instantaneous, like, nah, bro, same blood, same mud, plain and simple, right there off the bat. And because of my history, it falls in not just that I'm a Yankees fan, a genetically superior one, no matter if we lost the World Series or not, but my best friend, who did, I think he did 18 or 19 years in prison while I was in the military. He was my main driver for getting involved in the prison systems, even though he wasn't a veteran, because I watched what happened after he did do his time. He got his time done, and when he came out, because of the case he had, he was considered a violent crimes offender. So that never left him. This was a man who did his time. He never complained. He never got in trouble. He just came back out. So literally on my best friend's dying bed about 5 years ago, I promised him that I wouldn't watch another person who decided that they were going to change their lives. I was never going to allow them to walk alone on a journey that is so lonely. It's people look at you when you get that PTSD stamp, or that guy's crazy because he's been downrange this many times. Well, that's no different than a person who, stepped out of prison and completely reformed, and they got through whatever challenges they had. They come out with the stigma. Everybody's waiting for a vet to do something stupid. Everybody's waiting for, an ex-con to do something stupid, but there's only community, and there's only love, and there's only aspirations that, both of our sides truly have. And Manny was just an absolute blessing to introduce me there.
So when I'm just in doing research and reading different things, like I'm looking and I see there's a common term on the site, and there's a common term that I see associated: justice involved. Does that mean that you've been to prison? Does it mean you had you've gotten in trouble with the police? Do you have to be incarcerated to be in the program? What does it mean to be a justice involved veteran?
Yeah, so the justice involved is literally that. You could be pending a case, had a case, been released, fighting for your freedom, fighting for, against the judicial system who did somebody sour and didn't get it through. So it's anybody in that veterans community who is facing legal difficulties. The people are starting to get into that realm where they're going to get isolated. They're feeling isolated. That's really what the justice involved means.
Gotcha. Because I wanted to make sure I correlated the picture there of you don't have to doesn't have to be hard time, but if you're facing something, right, judicially, right.
One of those big ones we all know about is how many vets get DUIs. It's those are killers depending upon where you are. Some counties don't have deferment programs. Some counties don't have certain things. That DUI, you could go 13 grand, in the hole from fighting a DUI. Excuse me. And, that's justice involved. That's those challenges, because a lot of that first DUI, honestly, with some guys, if you don't get a hold of them, or some girls, if you don't get a hold of them, the next DUI happens or the next thing happens. So that's really where that justice involved comes into play. Gotcha.
And for this program, is this could you walk us through a little bit? Because I'm seeing a whole, as I read through it and I looked, there's training, there's outreach, there's housing. Could you kind of break down a little bit about if you get into the program, what does that mean? Is there requirements to stay in the program? How is it ran? What does it make up of? If we ever have anybody listening that they're I need some help too. What does it mean to be in this program? Are you housed in this program while you're going through it? Or is that just an added benefit? Kind of break down the services that they offer as you're going through.
Yeah. So one of the big things when you look at it, so great conversational piece about the housing. So one of the big things that Manny's worked exceptionally hard with is creating a halfway house. And I'll tell you, he's a former HUA, I love him no matter what, and the big thing that Manny did is he had resident advisors as well as residents, participants. And some of the resident advisors are people who've graduated higher in the program. They have mandatory PT. They have mandatory community service. They have their group chats. They have every requirement that the court system dictates that they have to follow, and then some. So it's bringing yourself back to basics. It's bringing yourself back to a realm in which there's familiarity. Again, there's not much difference. We all get told to wear the same uniform. The difference is now within those prison walls and, out here on this side, it's much more unforgiving out here. So where Manny really takes it to a new level is, are you maintaining your sobriety? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Are you following your probation or your parole requirements? Are you getting the help you need to do? Are you being a benefit to your community? And granted, the house is small and it can't really house everyone, as many as we would like to. I think at one point in time, I think he's got 6, or he had 6 in there. He can correct me on that, but that's what I recall. One of the volunteer events is they came out to one of the DAVs up here in Colorado Springs, and they helped me and a couple other guys from my motorcycle club clear out grass, shrubs, dirt, get everything pre-prepped to get a cement pad put in there to help that DAV. That was one of the things they did, and it was exceptional because the guys are back in the community. They're looking at other vets. They're looking at their family again. So it's very much a volunteer in as much as you can volunteer out. And he holds those rules pretty strict. He looks to give everybody the opportunity to succeed, but on the same behalf, you have to man up, you have to soldier up, like he says, and put your boots in the ground and do what we've always done in the past. If you really want that redemption, then you have to make the concerted decision to come out here and do it. And working with me and the other vet organizations in Colorado Springs, and just the sober groups and everybody else who's involved gives these guys an opportunity to, one, have normal conversation. Everybody knows, you look at another vet, you look at another brother, another sister who has been longing for that community. And, it's not even about, telling war stories. It's about sitting next to somebody that, is shoulder to shoulder with you, is willing to suffer through everything else with you, but is also willing to, look you in the face and be like, hey, I'm here. Nobody's judging you. We got you.
Yeah.
And that's really what that comes down to. But the program as a whole, there's those requirements. There's those things that you have to maintain in order to stay there, because the last thing anybody wants to do is go back. And it's real easy. I'll tell you, the system, especially out here, as quick as they are to tell you they're here to help you, is as quick as they are to throw you back behind bars quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah. Now, when you're in the program and you're going through, and whether you're living there or you're in the program and you're participating, what kind of services are offered? Is it pro bono? Do you get help? Like if you are going through litigation, do you get help to fight it? Do you get help to talk to a lawyer? Like, what are some of the programs you guys have created to help with that? Or is it just, purely it's a support network for sure, but is there extra help, like professional help you get to help them through that process?
So there's a lot of different conduits that are there. I can take a look at, say, the bridge, for instance, that runs consecutively or concurrently, so to speak, with the stuff that the Veteran Justice League does. They work very heavily to get mental health providers to play a big part in there. When it comes down to a lot of these guys and girls who are dealing with the system already have defense in place. Some of them have public defenders. One of the things that I help out with specifically, or try my best to help out with those who are available and ready, is we really look to make sure that these vets of ours, these brothers and sisters of ours, are getting back and getting their veterans benefits back. There's so many programs out there, the PACT Act, the Burn Pit, all these other things that when somebody goes away for a while, you really don't even know if you're eligible anymore. And you really feel like, hey, well, what do I do? Do I deserve anything? So in those instances, there's a lot of support, but we use every conduit within our community to help find other resources. And right now, Manny's been doing this for free, basically, the entire time. It's been going off of grants. There's been some great organizations who have kicked in. The house wouldn't even be in existence without other organizations that, got in to participate. So there's multiple layers to it that come into play. The biggest thing is being able to open your ears, open up a notebook and listen to what somebody's got to say in those challenges, and then reaching out to the resources that we're blessed enough to be able out here and make for these guys and girls.
Cool. So you guys do a lot of partnership there then with other organizations, it sounds like, which is good. I'm glad to hear that, because there's a lot of people that do a lot of great things, but when you try to get them all in the same room, sometimes it doesn't work out very well. So the fact that you guys are able to do that there, I commend you guys for that, because that right there in itself is it's a feat in today's
It's ridiculously difficult. It really, truly is. Because again, everybody's got their agendas, and you can't hate on somebody's agenda. You just don't. People have put their other programs into place. And I think, in other instances that, other programs that I work with within the community, the mental health stuff, the dealing with substance abuse and all these other things, every person that's involved in these programs has a unique way of communicating, has a unique way of working with other groups of people. So I know for a fact that if there's somebody that's not quite as extra motivated or passionate as I would say I can be sometimes, because I'll bring it right to you. I don't even care if I believe in it. I'm coming at you 100 miles an hour with it, because It's something that matters to me. And if I see that spark in your eyes, then I want that spark to turn into a flame. So if there's some of those tough nuts, I like to go after those ones. If there's people require a little more finesse, a little fine tuning, a little extra added attention, then we have other people who can go out there and do that. Like I said, my buddy Dan Hugel is still working at a group home facility for mental health. And the first time I was honored for him to have me, come in and speak to one of the groups was probably one of the most grounding, amazing things I did, because the kicker is only a couple hours before I had a seizure. So my body was like brass tacks. Like I had no soul remaining. So for me, that actually allowed me at that point in time, and I talk about those gifts that God throws in front of you, that allowed me to not hold a single wall and make some connections that are they're spiritual. There's just something you feel when you get in front of a group of other people and they start nodding their head because they know that pain, or they know that struggle, or they can feel that success is right in front of them. I met a ranger that was in one of these groups that I just happened to talk about an interaction that I had with Matt Best, and had an interaction that I had with Rocco. And it was kind of funny because he knew Matt, you know what I mean? And actually spoke pretty highly of him. He's like, yeah, he's a bubba, he's a clown, but the dude cares, like how many times do you get an interaction like that, especially when you've had positives with other people. The last group I went and spoke with, I had been talking about my stay at Crazy Camp in Point Loma, California. And the first time they let us out of the barracks to go outside, we went outside, and you look out Point Loma, you see Coronado, and that's where the Buds compound is. Well, you got a group of baked potatoes standing on the edge, and it just happened to be the very beginning of Hell Week, and breakout starts. So there's nothing like talking 240s for a bunch of guys who have not been on medication and have been locked down for about 3 weeks. You're like, oh God. But the funny part is one of the girls that was in that group was one of the very first female screeners who actually made it to Indoc, and that's not even talked about at all. She was a college swimmer, and that's, something, you don't get those interactions, those things. And for her to have another vet there talking about those challenges, it was just an amazing connection. But
if you ever need help, Sean, if you ever need somebody for finesse, I'm Mr. Finesse.
Oh,
everything about me is finesse, bro.
Yeah,
that's just
what you need someone to fluff it up and warm it up. That's Al Hero's your guy.
We can fluff all day long. I've seen Al fluff all
very
day long.
Good at that. Very good at the fluffing. Question though about I know you guys are with the prison veteran group, the Justice League. Are you guys? I know a big challenge of people coming out of prison or out of institutions is employment. Are you guys working with any organizations to help that piece? I know it's a huge piece, right? If you get out and you can't get a job and you can't make money, a lot of times you go back to what you're used to making money or however you're used to doing it. Are you guys working with organizations to help these individuals get employment opportunities?
Yeah, that's actually my bread and butter. That's where I jumped in super, super heavily. So I work specifically right now with Community Alternatives of El Paso County. It's what's called a geo reentry facility. So basically it's a halfway. It's an 8-month program. What I started, based off of some introductions, was going down there and just making connections, making friends with the case managers, had some introductions, got down there. And then I decided, well, like I told you, my motivation was to grab as many people as I could that, wanted those opportunities and provide them those opportunities. Within that whole realm, I've also really heavily talked to other organizations, and I'm working to build a list of employers that aren't afraid to take a risk on somebody. I'll tell you right now, some of my guys at the halfway house are some of the most genuine, hardest working, will literally, the skin will be off their bones before they stop working. And they're so grateful for what they're doing. For me, it gives me the opportunity to really go in and do something that nobody else has done for these guys. And I sit down with them, and I'll take a 3-4 hours out of my day, and I'll go interview 15, 20 people. And my whole thing is, I want to know about that person. It's not just because if they're coming onto my team for my company, that I want to know I'm getting somebody there, but I'm asking them about them. I don't care about their cases. There's clearly some things I will not compromise on when it comes to some things, when it comes to cases, but you know, there's a ton of good stuff out there right there that I can really get deeper into.
So when you guys, so I guess where you said where you're working, you guys participate with that too, or you're saying you'll go help them interview and like take them through an interview to help them prepare for interviews, or what were you?
Well, I do that. I go in, I help teach how to interview. I teach how to resume write. I teach how to just get back into population. I've had, for me right now, we are recognized. My company was recognized as having the most employed halfway house members at our organization out of anybody in the county. At one point in time, I had 15 people from the halfway house there. And the jobs that we have here, you know, can build careers in. The industry I work in is underground drilling and utilities, which is not an industry that's going anywhere in the slightest. So you can literally go from, you know, bare knuckles, starting digging holes and backfilling, to learning about the complexities of fiber systems, to learning the complexities and details into drilling it in many different technical skills that are there. And, you know, my end state for these guys is if I'm not providing you every route for you to improve when you come work for me, that means even if you find a better opportunity, that means letting you go. If I can't do that for you, then I feel like I failed them as a leader and as somebody who, you know, promised to give them a chance. But on that same behalf, I have bar none, don't fuck with my rules policies either. Like, you have to graduate your program. If you don't graduate your program, it doesn't mean shit that I did for you. You have to stay sober. You have to be honest with yourself. When you make mistakes, you have to stand tall. And really, for me, by working as hard as we can with my organization and my staff and all the rest of the amazing teammates we have at my company, you know, we're looking to set a trend and say, no, look at who we got. Like, you guys didn't even know who these cats were, but I'll tell you, they'll outwork anybody in this city all day long. And the pride that these guys feel is it's incredible. It really is.
I'm gonna open a strip club, and I'm gonna hire nothing but female ex-cons. That's it, bro. That's not a good idea. Okay, never mind. I'm out. No. I'm out.
I don't think you're gonna have much of a profit there. It's probably walking out the door every night, dude.
I think it's. What do y'all think? It's about that time for a break. You think we need a?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that time.
Yeah.
Because I gotta piss.
All right. It's all about you. It's all about you.
I'm about to go touch it.
Okay.
All right. Well, while Al goes and touches it, you guys go get on your phone, call your friends, whatever you want to do. Get you some popcorn, beer, soda, water, whatever it is. But you come on back. This is the Triple Threat Vet Podcast on your man DJ Bro TV in the building with my man Sean Saint. And what we're going to do is we're going to come right back after these messages. Y'all stay tuned.
On average, we lose 22 veterans to suicide every single day. These heroes who once fought for our freedom now battle invisible wounds. Mission 22 is dedicated to healing our veterans and providing them the support they need. As a leader in our community, we stand with Mission 22 as we believe in giving back to those who have given up so much for us. It's our way of saying, thank you for your service. For more information, Visit mission22.com.
Proud, patriotic, purpose-driven. Welcome to Got Your Six, a veteran-owned t-shirt brand that's more than just apparel, it's a movement. We're a small veteran-owned business founded for those that understand the meaning of service. At Got Your Six, every design we make tells a story of courage, sacrifice, and the undeniable bond between those that protect and serve the country and communities they love. Our mission, to honor veterans, first responders, and the values that unite us all. Whether you're showing off your pride or gifting it to someone that served, Got Your Six, we've got you covered, literally. When you shop with Got Your Six, you're not just buying a t-shirt, everybody. You're supporting a veteran-owned business, giving back to our community, and wearing your values proudly. So join the movement. Shop now and let your shirt speak for you. Visit us at Same Flag, Same Oath, because you know what? Freedom is always in style.
Freedom is definitely always in style.
Freedom.
Al Hero, Ty Cobb, and DJ made an appearance in the commercial.
That's right.
I still have that shirt. I still be rocking
Yeah.
it. I still be rocking it.
Look, man, I've been trying to four-way myself into making content videos.
Four-way?
I've seen you.
Four-way myself. Yep, four-way it.
I've had a three-way. I never had a four-way. How's that working out?
Well, there's four of us. I've made one video. We need to make
we're not
three
doing
more.
that.
You see what I'm
never
saying?
mind.
So I'm trying to make more videos. I'm trying to figure out how to make this thing work. And so, you know, I'm working towards I'm getting out of my comfort zone, right? Yep. I'm not comfortable with social media and making videos and bragging and doing the things that you just saw. So if you think I look funny, then just go buy some shit so that I don't have to look funny anymore. That'd be great. But my goal is to try to do a lot more of that, to be able to let everybody know the great stuff that we're doing, our podcast is doing, you know, and all that, man. We gotta start bragging about the stuff that we do, because
and if
it's
you're
important.
really interested, Matt, if they're really, you know, people out there watching, go to Got Your Six OnlyFans and check them out. Like, it's really worth a watch. It's very impressive. So Got Your Six Culture OnlyFans, go check them out.
I bet you actually looked that one up to see if it was available.
I did. I've been looking up DJ Royalty OnlyFans, but he ain't got one yet. I'm trying to find him out there like Mike Tyson with the little pants on, with the ass hanging out, DJing. Like, that would that'd be legit, bro.
It's not me.
Hey,
no,
not gonna ever happen. All right, fuck it. All my ideas. Sean shot my stripper idea out the window, and now my DJ Royalty OnlyFans window's been shot out the window too.
Look, Josh Hammond said he just looked it up. You lied.
No, it's not.
What's up, Josh?
I will tell you, man. Keep on doing it, bro. That's
yeah.
You're doing it.
You get out your comfort zone until it's a comfort zone.
I was looking at the thing too, man. I spent like 3 hours recording videos, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to put together a highlight reel of all the bullshit I said while I was making these videos. Ty seen some of it. I showed Ty a little bit of it, dude. It is crazy because
bloopers tape.
Oh, it's completely bloopers tape.
But I mean,
dude.
The biggest critic is going to be yourself, bro. That's at the end of the day. My thought on all that stuff is, man, if people don't like what you're doing or how they do it, screw them, because they're not doing nothing but watching you. So if they're watching you, who gives a damn what they think?
Yeah. What do they say? All publicity is good publicity.
All of it is. I was running bloopers.
That's what Josh Reddick said. That's what Josh Reddick told us at that game. You remember we were at the game? I sat in his lap. He was like, all publicity is good publicity. I was like,
the first time that I ever DJ, bro, I was scared as shit. Until I played the first song, and I was like, oh, well, that didn't work, and played another one. I'm like, oh, no, man. Play one until you find it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But
you know, the goal is to get into the next year, man. One, you know, everybody that's watching right now, you know, wait to see what we're doing on the Triple Threat Vet podcast this year, what we've got coming up, but also with Got Your Six, man. We are out there trying to help so many great organizations and so many nonprofits and things like that through initiatives that we're trying to help fund programs and stuff for them. So, you know, this is going to be the year of bragging, man, and highlighting and just leading with, you know, that service, right? You know, that's how it was when we were in the military. If you take care of your people, they're going to take care of you.
Yep.
So,
and I mean, really, honestly, it's nothing that we are doing. right? It's what everybody's doing. We're just giving you guys an avenue
Yeah.
and giving you guys the resources for the things that you can use, right? That you can utilize. Because I mean, we only can do so much individually, but if we like having people like Sean Saint and everybody else who's come on, whether they're telling their stories, giving you something that they're doing or providing you with something, we're just networking together to put out there to you guys things that are available that you may not have ever known. And I'm learning stuff every single day.
Yeah.
Even with me being here, there's all these programs and benefits and things that are available for veterans and people in general, even people who aren't veterans that want to know about a veteran. Some people who are parents of veterans or cousins and aunties and sisters and brothers of veterans, information that you can utilize, that you can go back and tell your people. That's what we're here for. So like I said, it's not we're trying to put it out there, but it's not anything that we're doing except being who we are, because we've all served and we all love our veterans.
And you keep everybody on the screen, Ty. Everybody on the screen. One last shameless plug. I don't care what millionaire or billionaire it is. Look at the 4 people on this screen. If you think we need to do better at what we're doing here, which I don't think, I think we're killing it. But here's the thing. If you got a lot of money to blow in 2025, trying to get that tax write-off.
Yeah, there you go.
Studio. Send it our way. You know what I mean? Like, let's go.
Let's do it.
Anyway, enough of that. Free money's great money, by the way.
Yeah,
absolutely. So some future guests we got coming up next week. We're not having a guest for sure, and probably not going to have a show since it's going to be Christmas Eve. But we may jump on there and do some funny shit. But do you guys want to go ahead and let everybody know who we're having on the 27th of May, 2025?
Let's do it.
No.
No, not yet.
Let's do it.
Not yet.
Just don't do it yet.
You want to jinx it?
Let's go to the next guest. The first guest of the new year is going to be who?
We're not even going to tell them. Let's not even tell them. Let's make them show up.
Remember, we're going to record content and it go great this next year. You're just going to have to wait for it to come out. We're going to be like all those TV shows you guys watch, but we ain't streaming the whole season at one time.
They want to show up. It's going to be Brad Pitt and Matthew McConaughey. So just so you know, they're both going to be on here.
I
thought it was Halle Berry.
Actually,
the next guest we actually have is 31 December. It's going to be Eric Mancic. So, nice, but yeah, I won't show the next one.
Big
then
brain.
We got Tupac coming on. Scott.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell you, man. We found Tupac and he'll be here.
Coming on. He'll be on next week.
Type for that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all thought it was.
So if you haven't figured it out, it's going to be great. And if you want to know all this stuff that we're talking about, you just got to show up every week. And if you don't, you need to make sure somebody shows up for you, or just follow us: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Stitcher. There's some Podbox or something. Al might laugh at that name, but I think that's one.
I love Box.
Yeah, we know.
In shape size.
But yeah, man, we're coming on. We're coming on another year of doing this thing, and we're grateful. So we need you guys to
and shout out to Hayes
jump on the train.
Podcast.
What's up?
Oh yeah, look at him.
Podcast in the building. Shout out to
what's
them.
Up, Hayes Gray? I was talking.
Yo, check this out. This is how much you know that I really need to help get into this. And I'm assuming he said he found us on the TT, which I'm assuming is TikTok. All right. Okay. And I didn't even know we did TikTok like that. I'm just saying. It's me.
I do the TikTok. So anybody that's seen us on TikTok, seeing my stupid ass on there doing stupid things. So yeah. Nice to meet you, Hayes Gray. Looking forward to
great name for a podcast, by the way.
Shout out to Hayes Gray, y'all. Hayes Gray, remember that name? Check him out.
Hey, what was your rate? Because you had to have been underweight all the damn time to have a channel called Hayes Gray.
Hayes Gray wasn't CB. He wasn't no motherfucking CB. I know
hell
that.
No.
He wasn't no fucking dog handler. I don't even know if Sean's ever been on a. Sean probably has been on a what do you call them? Ships or boats? What I know they're two different.
A submarine is a boat. And a ship is a ship.
Come on, Al. First you root for the damn army.
Hey, I'm rocking. Look. Hey, I'm representing for a submarine. Look at this bullshit. Look at it.
Yeah.
He's only wearing that because it says Ohio.
Right.
Nah, because it's cold as a motherfucker here.
You didn't even know that Ohio was a submarine, probably. He was like, man, they named some after a state.
Okay. Second class. I was an SH, man.
See, there you go. That dude was definitely Hayes Gray, bro.
Yeah. Storekeepers. He's an SK.
All day long.
So to answer your question, we've been doing this for 78 episodes, just over a year. We had our year anniversary this past June. So
yeah.
USS
Independence. I was on the USS John C. Stennis.
Yeah. I was on the USS Ain't Never Been on Shit.
Okay, so let's bring Sean back in and ask him what he thinks about the fact that Al doesn't know the difference between a boat and a ship.
Sean, just give him the look, man. You might have put your glasses down and just give him the look, man.
I'll tell you, I'll work with it, bro.
I'm such a disappointment.
I got for you, homie. That's what I got. Nah, you're done, bro. I'm sorry. I'm keeping the glasses off so you can look in my face the whole time, big homie. That's the way it goes, bro. I'm sorry. Now I'm not even giving that to you. I'm putting glasses back on. You don't even earn the eyeballs right now, bro. What the fuck is the difference between a ship and a boat? And for your word, yes, I was on 2 ships. I was on an FFG as an Undez, and then I was on the USS Tarawa literally like 72 hours after the coal got hit. And then after that, when I retired, I hadn't seen a ship in 19 years when I retired. When dog handling was with every other branch of service except for my own. I went down to Virginia to like go check it out. I was at school, like, man, I want to go. I want to get to the pier. I want to, just get that Navy in me. And I was like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with these motherfuckers. I got to go. And I just
but he did not.
I listened to colors and I rolled.
And he did not pick Army in the game, though, Al. See, that's the key there. Right, he does know how to. The difference
I've already apologized.
Yeah, but the difference in us.
Move the fuck on.
No way. This is my moment. The difference in us and Al, though, is when we look down, we could read upside down where it said Navy. I think he thought it said Army when he looked down, so that's why he was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I have Academy graduates in my family, and I remind them if they fuck it away and they lose, the only time of the year when anybody likes a Naval Academy graduate or a cadet or anybody in any academy is when the Naval Academy wins. Other than that,
a bunch of cake eating. Sorry. We don't give a shit. Bunch of cake eaters. We don't give a shit about you other than that one day out of the year.
No, that's it. It's done.
That's funny. That's funny.
I live across the street from the Air Force Academy, so when Navy shows up over here, and luckily, Navy did what they had to do with the Air Force as well. But I have a rule, especially when I'm coaching at UCCS, when we play Air Force Academy prep with my soccer team, I tell them, I said, unless like y'all want to be track stars and forego your entire soccer career, y'all better not lose to Air Force Academy. I promise. I'm whooping everybody's ass. Players won't know who you are no more. I promise. That's the way it is.
Oh man.
Yep. See,
how did y'all finish this year, Sean?
We made it. So the men's team, we got our second trip to the big show, made it to the national tournament, got into the first round. The boys were just absolutely incredible, seeing as we lost, I think, 11 seniors last year. So we basically had a brand new squad, and this is so much heart. And we keep telling them, it's, for those of us who, making chief, you understand, you got to make boards. You got to get a ticket, to the dinner, to the dance. And they got their ticket, and they got out there and they ate in some of the hardest conditions possible. So I'm just ridiculously proud of that team and what we're coming up to next year. We're working so much on, mental toughness, because that's what it is, the grind. I'll tell you, when you get 18 games into a season and you're really just starting to look at the national tournament coming next, like I'll tell you, it hurts. Us as coaches, we're walking around into walls trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So you got to only imagine what, an 18, 19-year-old, athlete is going through. We got a whole bunch of freshmen that never expected to hit the bricks and get to the national tournament their very first year. So some of these players, man, these kids, they showed up, and I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shout out to them, man. For sure.
That sounds like we've been here before. Let's go do it the right way next time. You know what I mean?
And they do. Everyone.
Focus. That's what that's going to be called. Yeah, for sure.
I've been with the program for 5 years now. I've been with the head coach since we both got here. We only got to Colorado Springs 2 weeks apart from each other. So we went from a university that nobody knew anything about. We were kind of gatekeepers. If you wanted to get to the tournament, you had to play hard against us. Now people are having to watch us. People are watching game footage. They have to be very careful about what they're doing when they step onto the pitch with us. And that's what I want.
Nice. I like it. Just tell me you guys have Ted Lasso moments, though. I'm not coming to watch unless there's a whole bunch of Ted Lasso going on.
So I have a Welsh head coach, so that's a literal impossibility. Like I tell everybody, you can have an English head coach, somebody from Spain, Italy, but when you have a Welshman, there's a different level of psychosis that runs clean and clear on that pitch. But the assistant coach, he's our Zen master, so he definitely falls into plenty Ted Lasso. Concept.
There you go. Hell yeah, dude. The assistant coach is always the Zen guy, man. He's got to keep everything calm and cool.
Yeah,
for sure. Well, what is, as we get into it now, coming back off the break, what's in your future? What lies ahead? what do you want people to know that you're going out to do? I'm sure you're going to be doing a lot with the program that you're with now for the Vet Justice League, but what else is in the future? What do you got going on? How can people support you? What do you want to talk about?
Hey, real quick, Matt, before he answers that question, somebody want to say hey to you, Sean. She's seen you since
What's up, sweetie? Oh my God, dude. Seriously, bro. How are you, sweetie?
Say hey, said how are you?
I just looked at a picture of you with my wife holding you when you're like this big, sitting on your porch, bro. Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, she was, when I told her and showed the picture, she was itching, like, I want to see him. I'm like, okay, come here.
Like, bro, you are mad old, homie. Seriously, bro. All right, so the first thing I am not going to do in this next year is have another kid. I just had my 8th child 6 months ago.
Damn, you a liar, bro. You can't pull out of a fucking driveway, bro.
You know what, man? No, negative, for real. Like, honestly, last time I was on with y'all, I only had 6. Now I got 8. So
damn, man.
I got 5 girls. I got 5 girls and 3 boys.
Wow.
And I'll be honest with you, out of everything, and I'll tell you, and I'm thinking about one of my good friends who just got released. He's out into the world. He's doing the damn thing. And his biggest thing is like just wanting to be a dad. Well, the laughing joke is like my 5 youngest were with me at work today because my wife had a dental appointment. So I got the gaggle of insanity sitting in my conference room while I'm doing work. And I got my 6-month-old who's got like little octopus arms ripping everything off, and everybody else it's all anarchy, and Al can attest to the psychosis that runs clean in my household. But there is no better job on the planet than being a dad. I am absolutely blessed with just absolutely amazing children and an amazing wife and luckily she's got a psychology degree. I told her she needs to stop messing around and do her master's. So I'm her thesis on, how to survive your veteran husband, but it's just incredible. But as per that one, no, I'm done with having kids. I can't do it no more. I'll be 48 in February. I'm not trying to be 98 walking down, from high school graduation. Shit ain't happening. Just not happening.
Yeah.
So
we know someone's not shooting blanks for sure.
No, I can't walk.
Oh, you can't even hug your wife.
No,
you better not don't high five her.
There is no
hug
public affection. There's no public
none.
affection.
She can't even sit on the toilet seat after you, bro. She got to wipe it down and
walk away. Nope, that's the way it is, man. We got spray bottles all over the place. It just whatever it is, man. But I was thinking about something listening to you guys. And especially when it comes down to like the family members, those other people in our community that are supporting veterans and being a first responder as well, on being a vet, in my wildland firefighting career, is super important to me as well, because it gives me a couple different avenues. But there's a couple people that I think it's super, super important for me to point out. And really, because these people are ones that have helped me on my journey. Because again, the journey never ends with the mental health. For us to grow and heal on our own, we have to look ourselves in the mirror, and sometimes that darkness creeps in, and you got to be able to make that phone call. You got to be able to send that text message. Those people that know that, that stupid meme or something that came through means, hey, at least he's reaching out. One of those people is, and it's a super good friend of mine, and I'm going to throw it out there because Adam is just an absolute savage. He was just on a podcast called Wrong to Strong, and it's titled, Addiction to Prison to MMA Champion. He's the middleweight champion for Fury FC. We're waiting for him to hit his UFC bout, and Adam is one of the most incredible human beings. You look him up, and I'll tell you right now, you wouldn't walk past him like at 150 yards in a dark alley, because the dude's an absolute monster, but he is an absolute blessing. Rob Decker just actually published his book. It's called God's Awning. He was just recognized for his support for veterans. Like he cares so much. He had a Ranger buddy that took his life. And Rob's process in life is to give the best back to his community and everyone else. And he loves our veteran community. Like I said, Dan Hugel and his partner in crime, Matt Clovis, with the Bridge, again, incredible human beings. And the reason why I say this is because there's so many people behind the curtain that nobody knows, these small programs, these podcasts, these amazing things that are people doing that might not be veterans, but they support us more than you could ever believe. And it's just like, wow. And within my first responder community, with the wildland fire community, that my next process is, and everybody laugh when I quote it, but let's go ahead and talk about the amazing TV show called Fire Country, which teaches you how to be a wildland firefighter. Don't watch that shit. It's friggin' whatever, man. But what it did highlight and gave me an
dude's
idea.
hot, though. That dude's hot.
Dude, I'll tell you, bro, he was in SEAL
sexy.
team, bro.
Everybody,
he was in SEAL team. So shut up,
yeah,
bro.
he was. He's hot.
Man. Seriously.
He's smoking.
If you can go from SEAL team to a wildland firefighter, you're clearly David Goggins.
Like he's the David Goggins of firefighting and SEAL teams. Just don't knock
through
him,
and through.
okay?
No, dude, he's just incredible. But what it gave me the idea was, well, when I went to visit my buddy over at the Canyon City complex, which is another major prison complex area, you look down behind the Skyline facility and you look down to what's called the Swift compound. Well, the Swift compound is the inmate firefighters. So my brainchild for 2025 is I want to get my fire team involved with going to visit those guys, going to work with those guys. And to be honest with you, I want to cherry pick some other firefighters. When they get their chance out, I want them coming out to a family. I want them coming out to another family of firefighters. I want them out here knowing that they got somewhere else that they can walk to that's not unfamiliar. So really at the end of the day, it's like we talk about, it's that service. It's about serving every part of the community. When you look at what we did in the military and what we believed in was giving something greater than ourselves. So why would you not want to continue to do that? And I don't care. I don't want a yellow sticky of appreciation. I don't really give a shit about any of it. What I care about is, like, honestly, seeing a smile of somebody or seeing somebody take that deep breath is absolutely incredible. So, looking into 2025, I want to keep really working hard to speak at other mental health facilities because it's therapy for me too. It really, truly is. When you share your story, it's incredible. Unfortunately, like 3 weeks ago, a fine 86-year-old gentleman who happened to be driving, down one of the major throughways here in Colorado Springs as I was leaving work, thought it would be great to be on his cell phone and decided to park his car in the back of my car at about 45 miles an hour. So I was like, well, that sucked. Well, what it did do is it put me in front of another doctor. And that doctor happens to be a neuro chiropractor and a TBI specialist. So reworking me for some brain injury stuff that I didn't know was compounding. Great analogy he gave me is like, hey, keep in mind, brain injuries, when you think you've solved them, imagine taking 5 pancakes and dropping a brick on top. A couple will stay in place, but the others fall apart. So he's working there, but he shared a very personal experience with me about losing a child. And really for me, can you hear the psychosis of my children? Mm-hmm. Hey, lunatics, go back upstairs. I love you. I'll be up. Bye. Yeah, that's awesome. The psychosis. There you go. That's why
stop having children.
Stop having them. But what he said is he shared something deep with me. Well, at that point in time, I watched another father, somebody who's surviving stuff, and it choked him up heavily. That it was super important for him to provide. Come here, Psycho. You want to say hi? Come here, real quick, and then you got to go away. Okay, I'm going to introduce Tank. This is Tank. Say hi. Hey. Say hi, everybody. This is Sabella. Say hi. Okay, can you go back upstairs and eat? Say hi. Say bye. What do chickens say? Yeah, chickens say buck, buck. I love you. Go. But he shared something super personal with me, so I shared something back, and he needed to hear that. He needed that opportunity for somebody else to say, hey, I know how it feels to be in that situation. So again, my belief is if I'm putting myself out there, like we said, like you say, getting uncomfortable. If I'm putting myself out there, I'm sharing the story, I'm learning from other people. That's just going to make me a stronger, more holistic version of Sean as a dad, as a husband, as a friend. And I equated it one day at one of the times I was talking in the mental health facility. My 14-year-old daughter, well, now 16-year-old daughter, she had a stroke at 14. She floated a blood clot. I'll tell you, there's nothing more terrifying to listen to your baby sound like she's 4 years old at 14 because of the occlusion in her brain, the lack of blood flow. And I watched the most intelligent, beautiful young lady walk out of the ICU 3 days later after stroking. I was like, and I was in absolute awe of what she did. And although there was so much pain behind it and so much worry, and we even had a scare a couple days ago, she was throwing some stroke syndromes. She just happened to be a 16-year-old and wasn't eating, drinking enough water. So it might have made her kind of wonky. But my daughters example of resilience, and I'm not going to let anything stop me, is really why I do what I do now. I have her as my hero. Like, I have people that I listen to, I pay attention to. There's so many amazing things to look at. But when you have your child as somebody you can look up to and be like, wow, you know, that's just an incredible human being. That also gives you an experience that when you walk by another person, you just get what we call in the canine world a Scooby sense. You know, I get that Scooby sense right there, that I know, hey, that person might be going through something. And maybe that smile, you know, where I'm normally, you know, proper resting bitch face, I just prefer not to look at people, period. But that smile matters so much because of those experiences. And, you know, what other blessing, you know, can you have than to survive something with someone else, take something from it, and provide that gift to somebody else? That one smile, that one good morning, that person at the gas station that you see every day when you go in to get some nasty ass garbage food you shouldn't be eating, and you say, you know what, you always smile at me, I appreciate you. My day could be shit until I get in here, and then you make my day better. You don't know what you gave them. You know what I mean? Like, for you guys, and I'll tell you right now, and I'm extremely protective and loyal. You guys, and like I said it before, and I'll say it again, you guys are rock stars, and show me the motherfucker that tells you guys ain't doing fucking amazing shit. I'll get the location of where they stay. I'll handle that shit. They won't have fingers to make no more keyboard commando bullshit, because you guys are doing the damn thing. The opportunity to be here with you guys again is just incredible, you know, and it allows me to be that conduit for other people and get to smile. It does. It makes me laugh. You know what I mean? It makes me happy to be out here with you guys and doing this. So
thank you. But I do think you can see from the screen that the last time you were here, you skated out of it.
Yeah, I wasn't here, man.
It's getting hot in
I
here.
think Scott was
Take
like
off all your
at
clothes.
some
I'll tell you,
celebrity
first of all,
moment
anybody,
or
I
something.
listen to you guys. I don't care what anybody says. Michael Jackson ain't got shit on Prince. We'll never have shit on Prince. We'll resurrect both of them, and there ain't shit you can say to me about it. All right, I promise you, Prince probably wrote music for Michael Jackson. So holla at your boy. That's all I got to say.
Okay, so the heat's on. We're ready to go.
Let's go.
Well, I see how this is gonna go already. All right, so we're gonna get right into it then. Since hold on, no shit. Let me change my hat. I'll change your damn hat too. I'm just kidding. That's my little kick in. You don't have to change it, bro. You can.
I'll put your hat back on quick, bro.
I
put a glare on there.
There it goes.
I changed it for you, Scott. It's changed.
Yeah, you all good, brother. You know I love you, man. Here we go. Damn, he just shot my man Mike Hilton just like that. Jeez. All right, here we go. Since you on it tough, man. Here we go. You are given 1 hour to come up with a 4-man squad for a 1-year mission. Who you taking? You got 1 hour. You got a 4-man. You got to create a 4-man squad for a 1-year mission. You don't know what the hell it's going to be, how it's going to go. You got to pick 4 kick-ass people, life or death, that you taking with you. Who you taking?
All right, I'm taking DJ Shipley just because he kills everything.
Yep.
I'm taking Gandhi. Through and through, taking Gandhi.
All right.
I'm taking Sun Tzu through and through.
Who's that?
Sun Tzu.
Okay.
Wow.
You got one more.
One more. I need comic relief. There's got to be somebody who's clown shoesing out there. Wow, you know what? I'm gonna take Al with me just because him and I have been through so much. You know what I mean? If there's a bullshit artist, I'm gonna take my bullshit artist with me through and through.
Nice.
So Gandhi, DJ Shipley, and Al.
Okay. All right. So you're coming back with some sexually transmitted diseases as well. All right, I got you.
Yo, through and through. That's what it is. Yep.
Right.
And Sun Tzu. I apologize, Sun Tzu.
All right, here we go. 3 things that real men don't do. What are they?
3 things that real men don't do.
Yeah, real men don't do blank, blank, and blank. Yeah.
Not blow each other a kiss after a high five. There you go. All right. Let's see. Like long, drawn out, linking your eyes hugs. Real men. Yeah, that's right. You know what I mean? There you go.
One more.
And be straight vegetarians.
Straight vegetarians. So real men eat meat.
Yeah, through and through.
Right. Gotcha. All right, here you go. It's time to feed the family. You got 8 kids, man. 8 kids and a wife in your life. And either you're going to do this to feed them, or if you fail on this, you're not. Would you rather attempt a 3-pointer from the top of the key or kick a 20-yard field goal from the right hash?
I'm going with that field goal without a doubt. I got feet all day long. I'm not worried about it.
Miss the field goal, nobody eats. You're taking your chance on the field goal?
Yeah, well, I got kids, so we can go ahead and put them to work later on. So we're gonna eat somehow, or we're just gonna eat the smallest ones. That's the way it goes. Now I'm going with the field goal through.
All right, gotcha. Here we go. You're standing in the mirror, Sean, butt naked. You, the beard, no towel, nothing else. Name one thing that you would like to be bigger and one thing that you would like to be smaller.
I'm gonna get bigger nipples just for shits and giggles because they pop through the shirt with my swell ass chest. Not really. And I get rid of my forehead. I got a fucking 8 head some days if my hair is pulled back. So yeah, so reduce the forehead, bigger nipples.
Bigger nipples, smaller forehead. I
Just
got
for
you.
that popping shirt, just to keep that TP shirt.
I'm with you. I got you.
That's what Al
All right.
does.
This is it. Sean Saint may let you get away with blank, but never let you get away with blank. Fill in the blanks. This is you telling the world.
That's me through and through.
Yeah. Sean Saint may let you get away with blank, but I'll never let you get away with blank. Fill in the blanks.
I'll let you get away with being disrespectful to me, but I won't ever let you get away from hurting good people.
I like it. All right, Sean, you're gifted $5,000 today, but you can't spend any of it on yourself. Where would you spend it?
It's gonna be a donation through and through. I'm definitely looking to I'm gonna spend that money to buy meals so we can go do some homeless outreach. I believe in that shit big time. I really do, especially out here.
All right, here we go. You didn't kill my damn Michael Jackson thing. I just can't believe that you just shot him down that way.
Yeah.
I just can't believe you did it. Did you
I
do
had
it?
to drop the elbow on top rope. That's what it is.
Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna have to go into my bag a little bit then. See what we're gonna do with this one then. And I gotta think. But you know what? No. I'm gonna come back to that one. All right. Sean, you seem like a pretty tough guy now. You got all these kids. But I asked the question. Are you a foreplay type of guy or straight to it?
I'm straight to it. Straight to it. Just get at it. I ain't even playing.
Straight down to it. All right.
Headbutt. Like he says, anybody ever seen, Al's rear naked chokehold friggin' tattoo, right? That's why you call it prison sex. It's that bunk love right there. That's what it is.
All right. Here it goes. Loyalty, love, and respect. Put them in order of priority of what's most important to least important of those 3.
Loyalty, respect, and love.
Why is that? You can elaborate on that.
So loyalty across the board there's just when you provide loyalty, you receive loyalty, And with that comes respect. If you're somebody who stands on their shit and you're loyal to who you are and you're loyal to the people around you, that love comes with it. There's bonds that can't be broken when you start with loyalty. If you are who you are, you stand on it, you earn that respect by being loyal to the people you tell you're going to be there for, and the love flows with it.
Gotcha. All right. I like that. You got me with this one, man. I just got to trying to think. I'm trying to go deep into my bag to figure out how I want to trick you up since you just shot down Michael Jackson that bad.
That fire hat, I trust
All
you guys.
right, so then here we go. It's not Michael Jackson. But out of the Jackson 5, you have the Jackson 5 without Michael Jackson, because there's a Jackson 4. Out of the Jackson 4, name me 2 of the Jacksons that will stay and 2 of the Jacksons that have to go, and why? If you even know them.
No, I do. Let's see. Hold on. The oldest brother. That's not. Is that Jerome?
So you got Jermaine.
Jermaine.
You got Randy. You got Marlon. And you got Tito. Tito, rest in peace. There's actually 6 of them. People didn't know that. It's Billy Jackson's thing. Randy's the baby, but you know what I mean? Any of them. 2 that have to go, 2 that can stay. Your reason behind it. Because Michael Jackson just gets kicked in the ass out there.
You know, that's a hard one, honestly, to be honest with you. And I look at it this way. And the reason why I say this, so I think when you look at where everybody went, so how long ago did Tito pass?
Tito passed away last year.
Yeah. So when you look at everybody and how the Jacksons came up, the replaceability, I don't think is much. I think if there was anybody I would say that had to go, I would say Jermaine. I would be on Jermaine more than anything else. I don't think I could say replaceability on anybody else. I really don't, because I think that family as a whole, with the stardom and everything else, the struggles that nobody sees behind that, they all had their scars, you know. But if you looked at it, that one figure, that one person, you look at where it was, it's just Jermaine to me. That's all. Really can't say much else on that.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of history, but we're gonna go to history that you should know, Sean.
Oh my God, here we go. I got TBI. Remember that, all right?
That's okay. I want you to give me any 4 bars that you can think of from any Beastie Boys song.
Ooh.
Any Beastie Boys song that you know. I just want you to give me 4 bars of it. Start it. Let me get it.
You know what? And I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. I was never a Beastie Boys song fan at all.
Okay, I'll let you out of jail free for your 4 bars, any part of the verse, any part of the song of a Vanilla Ice song. Ice, baby.
For real.
Any part of it.
Oh my God. Oh, you're really gonna do this to me too, because my kids are singing this, and I had to just on my children.
Yeah, you killed Michael Jackson, so you're gonna.
Oh wow. Dude, you're really gonna do me like this?
And I'm gonna start it off for you. All right, stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Keep going.
Oh my God, here we go. You know what?
Will it ever stop? Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I really can't do it. You know, on that. And I'll glow.
Yo, to the extreme. I rock a mic with
the Vandal.
Light up the stage.
And wax a punk like a candle.
There you go. Okay, you got.
I got something. There you go. It's there.
He don't listen to that. He don't listen to that shit. You should have been like, give me some 5-finger death punch or some hate.
Yeah, no, if you had me on some Method Man, that might be different. There you go.
Okay. All right. So before the last one, give me your 4 bars of any Method Man song that you want to give me. This is for the hip hop culture. This is for my mom in attendance. This is for all your black friends in the military. This is for all of us. Give me some Method Man, and I'm gonna let you off the hook.
We're gonna get done here real quick. All right, here we go.
You said it. You said Method Man.
I did, and oh my God, dude, I was just listening to last night too. Ooh, okay.
Ty's over there. Ty got about 12 verses lined up already. You said it. You said Method Man. I gave you Vanilla Ice. You didn't want it.
You're right. Oh my God.
Shirley, I'm there for you anytime you need me.
For real, girl, it's me in your world. Believe me, to make a man feel better than a woman.
Yeah.
Right there it goes.
Okay, all right, there you go. I give you
that right there, dude. That's what the right there, too. There you go.
All right, I'll give you that.
Right.
You see how you turned up. You just need a little bit of help. That's what the
A
DJ
little
does.
something. There you go.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. That's
something.
why DJ matters. You can't disrespect DJ.
There you go. All right, here you go. So you shot Mike down. Come on, Sean. Now you know me. I know you watched it. But not only are you going to give me the answer, you're going to break it down because Matt said I cannot lead the witness. So I'm going to ask the question to you. In your opinion, by any way that you want to do it, who is your GOAT? Is it Michael Jordan or LeBron James, and why?
Be all end all, bar none, is going to be Michael Jordan. I had 72 posters on my wall. I have every VHS video sitting at my parents' house of all the championships. I watch every time the Detroit Pistons put us away. The reason why MJ will be it, bar none, and no matter what he's turned into, because he has turned into a bit of a clown, and it's why I said never meet your heroes. Like, that's the one thing I never did. I always wanted to meet him until I figured out where he was as a human being. But what Mike brought to the stage with his intensity, and really what he could bring out of everybody else, whether or not you could say you hated it or loved it, LeBron's a clown to me. He talks too much about himself. You know, no matter what you look at, it was about the team. Yeah, MJ could turn it on all day long, but he never lived on that stat. He never lived about that. It was King James, King James, King James. But when you got Steve Kerr, Scottie Pippen, Bill Cartwright, you know, Dennis Rodman, I'll keep going, you know, like through and through. The challenges that the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan faced together as a squad to become that team of all teams, you know, that's it, bar none. That's why MJ. It's kind of like Patrick Mahomes. Like, you know what? Patrick's doing the damn thing, but there is no way in God's green earth he's ever going to be TB12, and Kelsey ain't never going to be Rob Gronkowski, and that's all there is to it.
I got you. He's firm on that.
On it.
I see, Matt. I didn't give him no pushback. I just got to take him. You know what I mean? He shot down Mike, and picked up the other Mike. That's okay. I got you. All right, so here you go. This is your second time with us, man. I know you came back for a reason, but in your opinion, in your true, honest opinion, how do you rate the Triple Threat Vet podcast and why? Give it to us, man. What can we do to be better? And hey, give it to us. We're trying to improve.
For you guys, honestly, as a whole, the improvement factor, I don't really think it looks on that. It's just proper growth. As you guys have grown, as I've watched everything you've gone to, you know, who you've brought on, the topics you've touched on, and the honesty and everybody's participation in what truly matters. I believe, as I listen to a lot of podcasts, you guys sit on a platform of actually genuinely giving a crap about what's being put out there. You know, it's just incredible how you guys do it. And the only thing that comes with this as a whole is just growth. You know, for me, coming back here is an absolute honor, just because this is my community, this is my family, this is my opportunity to just have conversation with other vets out there. And, you know, and you guys are that conduit, and I love it. And I truly do. And one day, sooner or later, I'm going to be able to get into the spot where everybody is and get to meet everybody face to face, you know, and go from there. So I'm just absolutely love being able to do all this with y'all.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, man. And for the love of you and all those beautiful children that you got with you, man, I want to say peace to you. Thanks for coming back, man, and chopping it up with us. We love you for what you're doing, man. Your passion, you know, for what you do, your motivation to keep on pushing through. And you're in the great state of Colorado. That's where my mom is. That's where I'm born at, man. You in the
I love it. There you go.
You know, because you got a basement there, and the kids are down there playing. So, you know what I mean? I know what it is. But, hey, we appreciate you, man, and thank you for everything you did. You officially out of the hot seat, and you made it. I'm glad I got a chance. I missed you the first time, but I'm glad I got a chance to reel you back in.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Boom. All right, Ty, what you think?
I think Ty knows what to do, right? We shot that answer out before it even started, and we didn't get the retribution that comes with that selection.
All right. You know what to do, Ty, because, I mean, I'm not going to watch them. Y'all not
Oh,
gonna
and
keep on doing that.
there's one more that's got to be played.
One more
too.
that has to be happening.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep on doing my man.
For what? What?
The Michael
what did-
We
Jackson
shot Michael Jackson before the hot seat even started.
We still got to count it.
Oh, we're gonna count that one.
We
for
still have to
points?
count it.
Oh, if
Yeah,
we're
we
counting
still have-
last week's Michael Jackson, we're definitely counting.
Okay.
It's still not insurmountable. I believe Mike is going to be able to come back. I'm going to have to start picking some of these.
Hey, Scott's going to start calling guests to be like, look, man,
man, listen.
I know how you
Part of
feel,
Right.
but I need
Scott's
you.
gonna be like Michael Jackson versus Milli Vanilli. Like Michael
I know,
Jackson
right?
You know what? You know
versus-
what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to go down this thing, man, hit for hit, because I think this is an emotional question, man. I don't
You know
think
what?
it's really fast.
Well, let's do this. We are about to embark on the college football playoff.
Okay.
And when college football's over, you know that everybody is bored because you're not picking football anymore like college football. We should do a bracket of the songs
There you go.
and pick it, dude.
Yeah, I'm just going to say the
Infinity
catalog
songs
is going to be
like-
too crazy.
Yeah. Like pick 10, 12 songs, put them up against each other. We can all work to make
Yeah,
them
look.
first seed to the 10th. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I think that's a good idea, man. I think we should do that because I'm ready. I'm ammoed up. And I'm
Yeah,
going to tell
we
you,
know
what,
you are. We know.
I'm good with changing
I
perception.
know.
Everybody
Only play 45 instruments.
well, whistling is an instrument. Your hand is an instrument. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well,
Hey, so I think
uh,
Sean got pulled real quick, but I just
oh
I
yeah,
wanted to
you
say that.
heard. You
I
heard.
Well,
She,
he just he texted me.
Mom need you.
He
she
texted me
came
his,
straight.
his computer was giving him his computer died on him and he was taking care of his family. So he's got
Okay.
27
Yeah,
kids.
nice.
Hey,
He's got 27 kids, so that motherfucker got
and real quick,
a lot of bedtime stories to read and shit.
yeah, real quick for the record. Al, you know I don't really give a damn about your hat, bro. I was just giving you shit because at the end of the day, bro, you my
Hey,
brother, man.
at the
You know, hey, it is what it is, bro.
And my bro tells me to change my hat. Look what I did. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
like,
We all
Hey, this
learned
one-
how to
this one
follow
looks
directions.
This one
Bro,
looks better anyways.
listen,
You know what I'm
Al
saying?
went from the I'm so happy to the I'm old as
Yeah,
shit hat. That's what he just did, dude.
I'm like Scott.
Yeah.
I got hats on deck.
Yeah.
I just got hats all over the place.
Yeah.
That is a pretty good brewery, though, by the way, that you're wearing on that hat.
That brewery was the truth, bro. I got hats
Yeah.
all over the place in here. I could just change all day long. I got Georgia hats. Like I got hats for days.
yeah.
There you go.
You got a nice shiny head too. Look at that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I just shaved this morning, bro. I was trying to let it. I was gonna let it grow out and just use clippers, but bro, I look real old when I let the horseshoe grow in.
Well, let's go ahead and get into these sports because we
Let's do
got
it.
4 games to pick and we got a little bit to talk about. But I do want to talk a little bit about the fantasy real quick. So
All right.
let's
My boy
see.
Josh Allen been killing him, boy. He
Yeah,
got
that's what I
70
heard.
points,
Goodness
70
gracious,
points
yeah.
yesterday.
So this week is week 1 of 2. It's round 1, week 1 of 2. So right now we're behind by 6 points. But Allen had a monster week, and we had a monster week by Mike Evans, another monster week by Devontae Adams. So we're looking all right for next week. Here's the starting lineup here on the left, but I don't think we really need to change anybody.
No.
What do y'all think?
Ooh, nope.
See,
Yeah, we'll keep it as is and try to get that win. But here's kind of what everybody's talking about. Army Golden Knights lost to the Navy Midshipmen. We got the other teams upcoming: CFP, Las Vegas Bows, Alamo Bowls, and then Air Forces and Kentucky's not bowl eligible, but of course Army and Navy did make some bowls. We'll talk about that in a minute. So
how many times
let
is
the trash
13 going to
talking
31?
begin. What y'all want to talk about?
How many
No,
times
we
is
are- I think
13
we
going to
already did it.
31?
We've been talking trash the whole time. Have you been ignoring us? Of course you
Yes.
have.
Yes.
So
2
So-
times with 5 remainder. That's how many times it'll go.
I got you. All right.
I was trying to add it up my fingers. Damn, you a damn genius.
So what do you think about that? Real quick, what do you think about that game? I mean, I watched
There's
it.
no way. I was pulling for Navy but I did pick the Army. There's no way I thought Army was going to get punched in the mouth like that. There's no way. After
yeah,
watching them all
yeah.
year and watching what they did all year and watching how Navy got murdered by Tulane, and I was like, there's just no way that Army's gonna. And they got, mauled. It wasn't.
Well,
even,
it was
wasn't
close.
even-
It was close in the beginning. It got rough towards. It got rough later on down down the line, but it
Yeah.
didn't start off that
Navy
way.
they executed, which I didn't. I obviously I pulled for them because I'm Navy, but I definitely did not see it going 31.
You gotta think about it. That game is like a lot of other rivalry games, right? Michigan, Ohio State. You have Alabama, Auburn. You have now Texas A&M. You have Arizona. Like these rivalry games, dude.
Oh,
it
yeah,
doesn't matter how good or bad the teams are. When it's a rivalry game like that, everybody's up to play that game. And I think that Army, dude, they've had such a long season and they've been getting it in. Like, I don't know, man. Do you think they took Navy too light, or?
I don't think so. I think it's just Navy just executed the whole game on defense. I mean, they picked the ball. I mean, they were picking the ball off. I mean, they're defensively, offensively. Like they didn't make any mistakes. It's kind of what it boiled down to. I mean, Army, and I really thought Army could have been in like ranked higher, in my opinion, for what they did.
Me too.
I really thought going into this game, Army could have been, in the conversation to be playing some, in a major big bowl game against somebody. Or
I mean, they should be in a major bowl game, dude. Look at their record. Like, come on.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
but then it also goes to what Al says about Colorado, right? What's the strength of their record?
That's the truth. It goes to who they play, right? Because when no, you're right. When they play,
they're a conference champion. That's the only difference.
That is the difference.
But should have been a little bit higher, maybe. But I don't know.
Yeah,
22 is still pretty good.
They did win their conference, but I tell you what, like, and Scott's right. When you look at who they played, when they did play like a big game on a big stage against Notre Dame, they got murdered. Yeah. Same as Navy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect the line of scrimmage to be controlled like that. I thought
no, not even close.
Playing, I thought it was going to be a smash mouth football game at the line of scrimmage, run the triple options, run a lot of different running kind of plays. But I didn't expect the line of scrimmage to be controlled like that.
Not like that. Not like that.
That was the difference in the game right there. Just controlling.
The Army's quarterback was running for his life a lot of times,
and the Navy's quarterback played a great game. But I mean, he kind of played good all. I mean, he was
good all year though.
Yeah, he was good all year. I want to say. And that Army guy was like 6th in the Heisman, so he played pretty well all year as well.
Yeah. Now, on a lighter scale, before we move on, a lighter, serious, little good scale, what did you guys feel about Travis Hunter winning the Heisman and his girlfriend and the speech?
So I guess I'll touch on
it. I cried, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So here's what I felt. I felt like it was and his speech was awesome, and I don't mind him winning it because he did play both sides of the ball, but I'm not happy with the results because I feel like it was more of a popularity contest than the best player in college football. I don't think.
Really?
I don't. I still think that running back out of Boise should have won it. I 100%. I mean, when you look at like Travis Hunter took what's it called, the Balishnikov, as the 6th best receiver. He won an award for the best receiver in college football, and he wasn't. So I don't like the politics of it. I don't like. I feel like Dion whined and who paid somebody off. I don't like it. I think he's a great player, but he's in my opinion he's an excellent receiver and an average corner at best. And I just don't think he deserved to win the Balishnikov for one. Not even close. He's the 6th best based on stats, just stats alone. In a soft conference, he doesn't put up those numbers in any other conference like that against good defenses. He just doesn't. I'm not mad that he won it because he is a hands down the best athlete in the sport right now. I mean, he plays both sides of the ball. I think they took snap count way too into the factor. I think because he played so many snaps, I don't think he was the best. He wasn't the best receiver in the league. He wasn't the best defensive back in the league.
That's not what
wins. That's not what the stats say. It's not. Statistically, he's not the best in either one of his positions. He's in the top 10 in both positions.
All right,
I just don't agree with it.
What's your take on that, Scott? Because I got to take two if you want to.
All right, so
hit up the end.
Yeah, so I'll say this: one, a person must understand how difficult it is to play both sides of the ball at that level that he plays. Whether at this point, it's not even about the strength of your schedule, because at this point it's about true athleticism and the spectacularism of how he does what he does as an athlete on both sides of it, right? He is a pure weapon. This guy, Travis Hunter, is a cheat code, no matter what you say. Now, when you talk about the running back, I do agree that running back was great. But I will tell you one thing. There's something different about a receiver, a cornerback, and a running back. Your running back, he depends a lot on the offensive line. If your line is good, your running back can get away. And any good running back will tell you that they owe a lot of stuff to their line. When you're being a cornerback and a wide receiver, that's mano-a-mano, sometimes 2-on-1 that you're dealing with. The running back is never a one-on-one position from the snap of the ball, right? But you can't take away what this guy's done. I think that kid has earned his right to that trophy, and I don't think there was too much of an argument about it because you just heard about the guy from Boise last year. You've been hearing about Travis Hunter for the last 2 years. He's been there for 2 years straight doing what he's done. So I have to disagree on the point to say that I don't think he deserved it or it was because of anything else.
Yeah.
I don't think Deion Sanders had anything to do with it.
I don't think he's not deserving, Scott. I wouldn't say I don't think he's not deserving of it. I think that he was not the most deserving player. I don't think he wins the Balishnikov as the best receiver in college football, which he is not. Hands down, he is not the best receiver.
Who's the best receiver?
I can't remember that kid's name. He's number 6. Look it up. Travis Hunter is the number 6 receiver in college football. He is not the number 1 college.
I mean, sometimes you don't have to be the number 1 to win.
That's what the award is. If the award has merit, like the Maxwell Award is given to the most outstanding college football player in college football, right? And the running back wins it. The running back also helped his team not only get to a conference championship, which Travis Hunter did not do. His team did not make it to a conference championship. He also is in the top 4 in the country, going to be playing in the college football playoff system. Travis Hunter's team is not. So I just think that, and I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. I'm not saying he's not an outstanding player or not just a phenomenal, whatever. But I don't think he was. I don't think he should. I don't think he wins the Heisman just because he plays both sides of the ball. I don't.
Okay, Ty, what's your take?
That's just me.
So my take is this. He may not be the best wide receiver in stats this year. He may be the 6th. That's fine. He may not be the best defensive back. I don't think he had any pick sixes. And I'm pretty sure he didn't have many interceptions.
He had 4.
He had 4 interceptions?
Yeah,
okay. But he didn't have any pick sixes or anything like that. He didn't have any crazy plays. So here's what I'll tell you is he had 4 interceptions, but nobody threw to him. So that says he's a pretty damn good DB. Plus, he's splitting reps. So to me, he should have won the Heisman because he is the best all-around player in college football. I don't think he was the best receiver because he didn't put the stats, so someone else should have won that. And I don't think he was necessarily the best defensive back as far as stats, so maybe he shouldn't have won that. But here's the thing I was telling Matt. Nobody threw at him in college, and he could do so many different things. He could catch at the apex of the ball. He could catch low balls. He can come around the middle. They can even put him in the slot like they used to do with old school stuff. So this dude's old school and he's built different. And just like they say on ESPN, he is a cheat code.
Yeah.
So we will see next year when Shador is throwing passes in the pocket with the Giants or whoever takes him, if, Shador was a good quarterback or not. And we'll see what Travis is going to be able to do with a good quarterback. And we'll see what he does against the best elite. So to say that he's not the best when he's going both ways and all the people that are analyzing the game that have played the game at the NFL saying he's a cheat code, then to me, he should have won the Heisman. Maybe not the offensive and defensive players, wide receiver and deep offensive back awards. So I kind of give it to both of you, but Heisman, faux show, best player in college football.
Matt, what's your take on it, Matt? I know you got to look. You got something. Give me something.
I just think that there wasn't a quarterback good enough to win it this year, period. The Heisman Trophy traditionally is a quarterback award. And if you look at the Heisman Trophy, other than guys named Ricky Williams, Barry Sanders, Herschel Walker, those guys that like those running backs that are just next level. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a quarterback award. And if you look in the years where you didn't have a strong quarterback class, that's when guys like Desmond Howard win it. That's when guys like Travis Hunter win it. I just think this year you didn't have anybody at that quarterback position that was elite that set themselves apart, right? As far as playing both sides of the ball, I mean, there's so much that you can argue there, right? Like if you're to say he's the best offensive and defensive player, I would say that then his team should have fared better in some of those really close games that they played, right? Shouldn't have made so many mistakes or things like that. Sometimes it makes me also wonder, like, what if he only played one position? How much better would it have been, right? Do you really need him on both sides of the ball? in order to get it done. So that's where it kind of probably speaks to his importance for Colorado. But I don't know. I just don't think that it's a running back award either, the Heisman Trophy right now. You know, the running back is one of those positions that I don't think is as important in college football as it was in the past. So a lot of teams aren't prepping to go up against a true running back like the kid at Boise State. He's a true running back. He's going to run downhill and he's going to hit the hole. A lot of these other guys can catch passes out of the backfield and do all these different things. That dude was running the ball. Right. He didn't get 2,000 he get running yards. And so I think that a lot of teams weren't prepared for that to come that way. And then to your point, had a good offensive line. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know
well, that goes back to Matt.
Those 4 people that were nominated at the end, you could have picked 3 other people.
You're talking about running backs, and you're talking about offensive lines, right? I mean, people argue Barry Sanders or Emmitt Smith. I say Barry Sanders was a better running back, but Emmitt Smith had the numbers and the stats because offensive lines. I get it.
Yeah. But I'm also saying that at the end of the day, when you look at just how the final 4 stacked out, man, like you could have had 3 other people if there were Travis Hunter, right? You could have put the quarterback from Alabama in there. You could have put Alabama's quarterback could have been up there. Ewers could have been up there for Texas. There's people that you could have put up there that you wouldn't have said, I don't know why they're not there. Like you couldn't have argued them. But I do think Travis Hunter,
he's a 101.
The only guy that you wouldn't have argued.
He's a 101 this year.
He's
not the only player to do it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
He's not the only player to ever
do it like that. He's the only player to do it like
really.
that.
Champ Bailey was good. I don't.
But Champ Bailey wasn't on both sides. That's what I'm saying. When you say 101, I'm saying a player in college that's doing every single snap of the football game on both sides.
And
he's a 101.
I'm not disagreeing. The only thing I'm arguing is that he did it in the weakest conference in college football. He did, and I'm not knocking Colorado. It is. It's a known fact. That's the weakest, softest conference in college football.
In terms of what? Schedule or hitting? Because at the end of the day, if somebody's 300 pounds and tackles you, it doesn't matter what their jersey looks like. You get hit by somebody big.
So pick one team. Pick one team on this list you would remove and say Colorado's better than. Besides SMU, maybe.
Yep, I'll take SMU off of there.
Colorado's better than them.
Indiana off of there too.
I don't know.
Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, that's Indiana. A big fucking jump to say that the Colorado is the weakest team in the league and then try to
no.
in the college football playoff. I'm not saying they should be in the college football playoff either.
What I said was they're in the weakest conference. I didn't say Colorado's the weakest team. I
said weakest league. I said weakest league.
Absolutely, they are.
I don't know. Weakest Power 5. You mean?
Yeah, weakest Power 5.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
No, it is. We know it. But no, I was just curious if you would remove anybody off this list inside Colorado. If I was,
no, I wouldn't do it.
Maybe SMU.
No. I
SMU
don't even think that. That's not the argument though.
Those are just bigger. These they're just bigger teams, better draft classes. You know what I mean? It's just the recruiting in all of these schools is way better than what you're going to get in Colorado. So, I mean, people are going to go to these big name schools.
Let's be honest with it though. I was thinking about this today because we were going to have this conversation. College football should be renamed minor league football. Because colleges have budgets to pay athletes like they're professional athletes. They're semi-pro athletes in college. They're getting paid millions of dollars to play football, some players.
So that might
and when you have that happen,
you got schools.
That's why you see these guys. $300 million NIL budget so that they can pay these players to play. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we have to take that into consideration, right? Like, these guys aren't, like, you can even see it in the play a little bit. College football, they're trying to get to the next level, but not like they used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, well, let's get to these picks this week.
Let's go.
So, Clemson of Texas coming up on the 21st of December.
We're 0-0 now, everybody.
Yeah.
Where do we
end the year at? The last one finished out. I didn't even say it. Huh? Probably won, but I'm just trying to see.
So I finished 24-25. Matt and Scott are tied for second place, and then Al's 59-30. So not a bad
made a comeback though. I'm gonna tell you what.
And here's the funny part though. Like all the teams we won, other than Kentucky and Air Force, everybody got bowl eligible. So everybody went to a bowl game, and a lot of times in college,
I don't like you got Georgia and Notre Dame though. I didn't want to pick Georgia this year just because.
Well, that's okay. You did, and they both went to a bowl game. So good picks.
Yep.
Good picks. All right, Clemson, Texas. Yeah, because Scott's got to get out of here. We got to hurry with this a little bit.
Texas. I'm going Texas.
No, Matt's first.
Oh, sorry.
Texas.
Okay. Okay, you got Al. You got Texas as well.
I 3 got Texas.
Okay. I'm picking Clemson.
Oh, we knew you were going to do that.
You're going to do it. It's okay.
Yeah, well.
I got first this time.
Go ahead.
All right. Tennessee, Ohio State. Go ahead, Scott.
Ohio State.
Okay. Matt?
Tennessee.
Al?
Tennessee. I'm not picking against the SEC. Nope.
Okay.
Well, I think Ohio State's their feelings is hurt right now from that Michigan game, bro.
They better be really hurt when Tennessee beats that ass.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to pick Tennessee as well.
All right, there you go. That's my W. All right. On you this time, Al.
Oh,
SMU, Penn State. Al, you got first.
Penn State.
Matt?
I'm taking SMU.
Okay.
Penn State's been playing it too close this year, bro.
No, my problem is every year you have a team like an SMU sneak in and they get murdered. I'm not going with it. I'm not doing it. I want to pick SMU because they're the small guys, but I'm not doing it.
And they just made it in. They made it in by it. They've made it in by it because they were the ones that took Alabama out, right? Them going in took Alabama out.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I saw that game with SMU.
Actually, technically, Clemson took Alabama out of it.
I think Alabama should have been in over SMU, even though they got the 3 losses. There's no way.
Yeah, because if it would have been Alabama and Penn State, then I would have went Alabama.
Oh, me too. Hands down. 100%.
It's all right. My win. Is that what we're saying now? My win.
I'm gonna take Penn State in this one.
Okay. I am going to go with SMU.
Right.
I'm an OG Southwest Conference guy.
Okay, well, you do you.
Penn State's been playing it too close this year, man. They've been too close.
Indiana, Notre Dame. I go first, or
yep, you got first this pick.
All right, I've got Indiana, man. Go ahead, Matt.
Notre Dame's winning that game, dude.
Okay.
I too say Notre Dame.
I've
been rocking with them all year, man.
I'm not picking against Notre Dame this year. I told you my boy's in heaven looking down on me. He ain't gonna strike me with lightning when I walk outside. Notre Dame.
Oh, but all the sailors that you led, they just fall off the ground.
They don't even know who I am anymore. They're doing TikTok booty videos. They don't even know what's going on. So we're good.
Jeez.
So that's the only 4 games we got this week, but we will have next week. We'll pick the Texas A&M versus USC for the Las Vegas Bowl, Colorado Buffaloes versus BYU for the Alamo Bowl, and then Navy and Oklahoma with the Armed Forces Bowl.
Oh shit!
Scott,
that should be a good game right there.
Hey, listen. I mean, honestly, we need to pick those games right now.
No.
Yeah, we do. We're not going to be on here next week.
Oh yeah. We need to, Ty.
No. This is what we're going to do. At the end of the games, these last games, we're all going to get on our social media on our
and pick our games.
Triple threat vet.
Y'all better text me who's playing because I don't remember.
Yeah,
I get you. I got you a slide. I'll send it out to you.
We're just gonna do a little hit on our picks.
Wait till you see my video, bro. I'm bringing it. Then my video is gonna be fire, dude.
I'm gonna be naked in my pool doing the picks.
What is gonna be bigger and what's gonna get smaller?
Right.
It's small. It's gonna be non-existent.
My pupils are getting bigger.
Right.
Little heroes getting smaller.
Well, hey, I just want to take a minute to thank last week's Nick Palmisano for coming on. I want to thank Sean Sant for meeting back up with us this week. Like I didn't even get a chance to talk because I mean, like he comes on, he says what he's going to say, and that dude's full of energy. He's all about passion with the people he's talking to, whether it be public speaking, the public outreach, the residents and collection, the Veterans Justice League. All these things he's doing. Love hearing about it. And thanks a lot, Sean, for coming on and sharing with us, brother.
Yeah. Love you, bro.
You.
I'm ready, Scott. Let's do this, man. You got to go get that workout on.
All right,
Big homie.
All right, so here, before I do what I do, just got to put a little thing out there. I think about it through the week and then come up with these things, right? So I just want to tell everybody who's out there, like I always say, when you think that the life is bad and the atmosphere is cloudy and foggy and it just doesn't seem clear and it's rainy days and it's storming and you're mad about the rain. One thing that you have to understand is that farmers and croppers pray for a miracle too. You think about that. I mean, it can't always be sunshine and hot, warm days because if that was the case, then crops will never grow. So just understand that farmers and croppers, they also they pray for blessings as well, which constitutes a little bit of rain. So what you can think is something that's so bad would be a blessing somewhere else. So you got to count the good with the bad, right? You have a choice to be happy or be mad. But what I will tell you is it doesn't hurt to smile. Smile will take you a long way, because the longest word, if you look between the S's in smiles, there's a mile in between there. It's a long word. So think about that, right? Smile. Greet somebody with grace. And that can change the world. You know what I mean? We're here together, so let's make it work. That's my insight. As I go try to better myself and better my friends, we're going to go work out and do a late night workout, because I almost let the day go by without doing something for I. So hey, if you haven't done anything today, now's your chance to get down, do 10 push-ups, 20 push-ups, some sit-ups. You know, I'll call Al. He'll do them with you. You know what I mean? But that's what we're doing. We got to get it in. It's not too late. The day is not over with. You still have time to do something for yourself. That's my message. I'm going to pass it on down to my man, Al Hero. What you got for me, brother?
I think you said it all, and I just want to tell everybody I love them. Thanks for listening to us, following us, and watching us. Please keep telling your friends and your people you love and you know to tune in every week to Triple Threat Vets. We definitely want to continue to spread the message of veteran assistance and helping veterans and doing what we do for our community. So that's all I got. Have a good night, everyone.
All right. And like he says, don't sweat the petty stuff, pet the sweaty stuff. Can't let that go. That's my man's quote. Love you, Al. What you got for me, Matt?
No, same thing as always. Thank you for joining. Like I said, when we came back from the break today, 2025 is going to be a big year. We need your support. So if you watch this, for all you people that have been a guest on our show before, you sit here and tell us every time that we're the best, and we do it the best. So prove it. Share it with your friends. Send it to everybody you know. Tell people that you know that want to tell a story. Come on and talk to us. Let's take this thing to the next level and start putting your answer on what you've told us you are. Let everybody know that we are the best. We love telling your stories, and we want to continue to do that. And, Christmas time, still going to keep letting you guys know we sell t-shirts at Got Your Six. So go to sameflagsameoath.com, pick up your shirts today, get them for Christmas. And if you don't get it in time for Christmas, because that's next week, then get them just because you want to support organizations and people out there doing good for our heroes. So we're not going to see you on Christmas, except for probably my winning football picks next week. I tell you guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, enjoy your family. Take the time to sit down and appreciate the things that you have, and we will see you guys very soon.
Yes. And before I forget, shout out to our newfound friends, Hayes Gray Podcast. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to their podcast as well. These are our newfound friends, and we will support you as you support us as we go on about this journey, give out to the veterans what we need to give out, and be the best that we can be on this podcast thing. So yeah, shout out to you guys. So without further ado, to my brother from another mother, the big lover in the house, the man who'd rather give you hugs than drugs to thugs, my man T.Y. is the guy. Wax poetic one time for me, bro.
Yeah, man. I always look at it like this. Everybody we come on comes with a story. So a lot of these stories have to do with enduring circumstances. So what we like to say is endure the present so you can excel in your future. Thanks for coming out. Good night. God bless. We'll see you with our picks next week. Have a great Christmas, and back to you, Scott.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas to you all. Like I said, like, follow, subscribe. We are the Triple Threat Vet Podcast. We appreciate you. We salute you. And like I always say, may your next day be your best day. God bless you and your families. And until next week, we'll see you again. All right. Peace.